I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is Tuesday, January 17th. I'm Eve.
And I'm Carolyn.
Attention 8th grade students going to Washington, D.C. Your next payment is due tomorrow, January 18th. Please remind your parents to log on to Student Adventure's website to make your next payment.
Attention students that want to go to Washington, D.C. but did not sign up. There are 4 spots left on our bus list. If you want to go, you have to have your parents register with Student Adventures. Information is available in the office. These spots will be filled on a first-come, first-served basis, so hurry!
Attention all students if they come to an after-school event. You must be picked up 15 minutes after the event ends. Students not being picked up within that time frame will no longer be permitted to come to after-school events.
Anyone interested in playing soccer for Grove City High School this fall should make plans to attend weight training on Tuesdays and Thursdays at Grove City High School on Tuesday, January 17th. The training sessions will run from 3:30 to 4:55 p.m. and students are encouraged to attend as much of that time as they can.
Staff, you are invited to the January breakfast this Friday at 8:15 in the ERC. We hope to see you there.
Make a Difference Club will meet Tuesday after school. See you then!
Attention student council members. We will meet tomorrow, Wednesday, January 18th in Mrs. Pace rooms from 4 to 5.
The 7th grade girls basketball team won their game against Pleasant View last Thursday 23-20. Morgan Dybel scored 6 points in the 4th quarter to help lead the Trojans to victory in the end. Georgia Lasco had 9 points as well as Jenna Taylor, Bethany Reinhart, and Sierra Arnold, who also contributed in the team scoring. The Trojans take on Finland tonight at home. Go Trojans!
Carolyn, did you know why we didn't have school on Monday?
Wasn't it Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
Yes, it was. Let's watch a short video to remember how much of an impact he made.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. Faith was always an important part of daily life, as both his father and grandfather were Baptist ministers. He thrived at a segregated high school, graduating at 15, before heading off to Morehouse College. He then dedicated 3 years to theological study at Crozier Seminary in Pennsylvania. While earning his graduate degree at Boston University, he met Coretta Scott, who he would marry and have 4 children with. King and his family settled in Montgomery, Alabama, when he became the 20th pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. When Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to relinquish her seat to a white man on a Montgomery City bus in 1955, the incident lit a fire under the burgeoning civil rights movement.
His boycott of the bus system in Montgomery, Alabama was tremendously successful because he was incredibly strategic and he worked with other people to get the individuals in Montgomery, Alabama to understand that they weren't going to take it anymore.
King's experience, passion for the cause, and position in the community gave him the credentials to become a leader in the 381-day boycott of the city buses. On December 20th, 1956, the Supreme Court ruled segregated buses to be unconstitutional. This was a major victory for the civil rights cause and proved King's nonviolent methods of protest could yield results. King was now the national face of the civil rights cause. He was jailed over 20 times, was once stabbed in the chest, his house was bombed, and he suffered relentless personal attacks on himself and his family. For a man of peaceful intentions, he unfortunately spent much of his life the target of violent intent, yet the threats never stopped him.
Dr. King inspired thousands of people through his eloquence and through his fearlessness, especially after his home was firebombed with his wife and his children. They showed through their courage that they were prepared to give their lives to the cause of freedom.
King worked tirelessly to promote the cause he so strongly believed in. And from 1957 through 1968, he traveled over 6 million miles, delivered 2,500 speeches, wrote 5 books, and dozens of articles. His hard work and ability to communicate earned him such respect that he earned the ear of President John F. Kennedy, who personally met with King. Of all the speeches King delivered, none has stood the test of time like his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Symbolically delivered from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in 1963, in front of 250,000 people, both black and white. King had become such a force in America that he was named Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1963. A nice achievement indeed, but it paled in comparison when in 1964 he became the youngest man ever to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Martin Luther King Jr. was an American. He was deeply American. And what's striking to me is that he had more confidence and faith in American democracy, in the Constitution, and in the principles of fairness and opportunity than nearly all of his critics.
While in Memphis to lead a protest march defending the rights of striking garbage workers in April of 1968, King delivered a rousing speech titled, "I've Been to the Mountaintop." It would be his last. Standing on the balcony of his second-floor room at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, King was shot and killed. In 1983, Ronald Reagan signed a proclamation declaring the third Monday of every January Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a public holiday to celebrate the man and what he stood for.
Today's lunch! Today's lunch choices are chicken sandwich or burrito with meat and cheese.
Tomorrow's lunch choices are pizza or chili with cheesy pretzel sticks. Have a good day.